Uneori, călătoriile nu încep pe drum, ci într-o conversație. Uneori, nu ai nevoie de munți, de valuri sau de kilometri de șosea, ci doar de un interlocutor care știe să privească lumea cu luciditate și cu zâmbet. Episodul de astăzi e o călătorie în cuvinte, o discuție elegantă și sinceră cu Excelența Sa, doamna Willemijn van Haaften, ambasadoarea Regatului Țărilor de jos la București.
So, Your Excellency, I'm so happy we're doing this interview. I'm really honored. Thank you so much again for the invitation in your beautiful residence.
Oh, and I'm so happy you're here. So thank you very much for coming.
Thank you. So allow me to say that you have already spent some time in Romania, my country. What do you enjoy most about this country?
Yes, I have already spent a bit of time in Romania, and I'm just finding it an impressively nice country. I meet wonderful people all the time. It's a great privilege really to be here. And then the country itself is so beautiful. There's such a nice nature. It is so varied. I really enjoy traveling around the mountains. What I like also very, very much is all these regional differences which exist in Romania. It's like you have 25 countries all in one country. It's really wonderful. It's really wonderful. Then I also really enjoy Bucharest, because Bucharest also has many different areas. It has beautiful parks, it has wonderful places to go, beautiful museums, so it's really nice to be here. I always say to people when they come, take a bit of time. Don't stay a number of days in order to enjoy all these differences, to be able to spend 1 or 2 days up in Transylvania, to be able to maybe go to the Danube Delta. But I love also, there is these beautiful things that I never discovered before. There is the salt mines, for example, which I really enjoy. There is this beautiful bear reserve close to Brașov, which I love to visit and which I'm telling all my friends to go and see. And there is just simply so many different things. And also, I have to be honest, because most of the time, my friends who come for the first time, they all want to come back. So they never leave without telling me that they have not seen everything that they wanted to see and that they will come back for a second time. In Bucharest, for example, one of my favorite activities is to walk around, because Bucharest has so many beautiful little corners to discover that if you go slowly and on foot, you see them much better than when you sit in the car, for example.
And what about Holland?
In Holland, I would say, in Holland actually it's true. Discover Holland by bicycle is one of the best ways of doing it. And in Holland there are a number of places which may have become a bit touristy, but which are still extremely nice to go and visit. There is, for example, the Keukenhof, which you really have to time your visit to, because it's only open 6 to 8 weeks every year, depending a little bit on the weather, in the spring. And it is an amazing tulip garden, which is really, even for me, still a wonderful place to go and visit. And then there are smaller cities and towns which are wonderful to discover also. There is Delft, there is Leiden, and you don't have to spend a lot of time, because the advantage of Holland being a smaller country is that you can get to places easily. You can take a train, you can arrive to a city, you can walk around in it, you may take your bicycle for a small trip outside the city. So I would recommend to everybody to come and discover it.
How would a perfect day look for you?
Oh, a perfect day here. A perfect day here in Bucharest is when I have time to catch up with friends. So a perfect day would be to get out of my house, to have a nice coffee in the morning, to meet with friends in a nice place, to maybe go visit 1 or 2 of the beautiful museums that are here in Bucharest. And there is hidden gems. There is close by here is the Sambakian Museum, which is a beautiful place to go. But I also like to go. There's many other beautiful museums which are really worth visiting. And then after that we go to a nice pastry shop. We have a little drink or a coffee. And then we slowly move into having a nice dinner with a large group and yes, some merry talking with each other.
Sounds amazing.
That
What
is
about
actually my
Romanian food?
Oh, Romanian food is Romanian food is very nice too. Yes, Romanian food is beautiful. Yes, yes, yes. Of course, my favorite dish is papanaș, but there's all these other things also that are wonderful. Yes.
Dangerous food.
Very dangerous, and so many good restaurants to discover.
From your perspective, what can our two countries learn from one another?
Both our countries have really good ties already for a long time, and we see in the last few years really an increase again in businesses coming here, finding good opportunities. There's a lot of things that we can learn from each other. We have a very long and very good cooperation in the water sector, for example. The Netherlands are good in certain things when it comes to water management, but we don't have mountains, so we have a lot to learn from Romania when it comes to flood management and prevention, things like that. But there's also a lot of opportunities. For example, we just had last week around Indagra, we had a large trade mission. We had 15 Dutch companies in agri-food who also came to discover new opportunities because Romania still has a lot of space. As you may know, the Netherlands are a very small country and we do not have so much nature left as Romania has. So there is, I think, also there are a lot of things that we can exchange and that can benefit both of us. We have a long tradition of cooperation in what we call the polder model, but it is actually a way of cooperating between governmental institutions and non-governmental institutions and business. If there is a problem that needs to be solved, then we have all kinds of ways of putting these three big players around one table in an attempt to solve whatever is the issue. And I think this polder model way of doing things and this polder model way of improving the country could be an example of what Romania could look at in the Netherlands. On the other hand, it is also true that Dutch people are sometimes more organized and calendar driven, and they can learn a lot from the Romanian flexibility and easiness by which Romanians can adapt to situations, which we find sometimes difficult.
You are actively involved in promoting Romanian talents, charities and entrepreneurs. From your experience, what do you see as Romania's big potential?
What I see as Romania's big potential, again, is not one individual thing. Romania has a very well-educated population and it has a lot of natural resources, and I think there is a lot of potential for young people or for maybe slightly older people to develop, for example, businesses, to look for opportunities, to cooperate with businesses abroad. Again, there I think with a little bit of self-confidence, there is huge potential. And we've seen it already in the last couple of years. The enormous economic growth that Romania has been going through is really a good basis to further develop. When I speak to Romanians, is that sometimes it feels to me as if the foreigners who live in Romania are even more proud of Romania than Romanians themselves. So I think if there is one advice that I would want to give to Romanians is be proud of your country. It's wonderful. I'm happy to say that we are in the European Union together. We have to really cooperate in order for our Europe not only to survive but also to prosper and to grow and to be, well, what it is already now, the nicest place on earth. But we have to work in order to keep it that way.
Is there any charity that you are supporting in particular?
Yes, there is a number of charities. There are a number of Dutch people who are involved in working with elderly people, working with disadvantaged children, and I try to stay in touch with quite a lot of them. They're also not only in Bucharest, but they are in various regions of Romania. So whenever I go, for example, to Constanța or to Iași or to Bacău or even in Timișoara or in Cluj, there is quite a few charity organizations with strong Dutch ties, which we try to support a little bit from the embassy, and which I am personally also very attached to visiting and to help them whenever I can.
What about the Dutch community here in Romania? Because I know there is a Dutch community and it's very, how to say, united and connected to everything that is happening.
Yes, there is a strong, it's not very large, but it is very active. Yes. And it is also spread over the country, so it has different, there's different circles in different cities, and it is a very active bridge between our two countries. But this also applies very much to the Romanian community in the Netherlands. There's a lot of Romanian students in the Netherlands. So these bridges on the personal level are extremely important, I think. And we know that they are very active. There is people who organize bicycle trips between our two countries. There is music groups coming back and forth. But there are also things like schools who link up once a year and who make 1 or 2 week program together. And I think this is really what we need even more. In order for us to understand each other, we need these people-to-people contacts. And the Dutch community in Romania is active in it, and it's an active player in it also, so that's very good.
Do you know some Romanian words?
Oi! Vorbesc puțin românește, dar dacă puțin.
Dar aveți un accent foarte bun.
Mulțumesc!
So if you would describe, for example, Romania in 3 words?
Oi! I was going to say the most beautiful country in Europe, but that's too many words, right?
Too many words, yeah.
Very beautiful. Very beautiful country.
Very beautiful country. 3 words.
3 words.
Perfect.
Very beautiful country.
If our viewers travel to the Netherlands, what are some hidden gems that they really should see?
They should really go to a place close to where I grew up, yes, which is a small town called Giethoorn, yes, which is a beautiful, beautiful place, which has canals and a traditional way of transporting goods via the water, and it is a very, very beautiful area.
So what about the traditions in Holland?
We have to be careful in the Netherlands to value them and to stay in touch with them. For example, when I was a child, I was taken many times by my parents to a beautiful, that's another insider tip, a beautiful museum close to Arnhem, which is like the village museum here in Bucharest. It is an open-air museum where you can, where all these old crafts are still being put to use. So you can learn, for example, how they make the traditional wooden shoes, how they make cheese in the traditional way. Sometimes I think we have become so high-tech that we have stopped the appreciation of our traditional crafts and skills, and we would be well advised to go back to them sometimes a little bit more. Nowadays, we have in the Netherlands a long tradition of having roofs covered by reed. But nowadays, the people who know how to do these reed roofs, they come from Romania, because Romania has the same tradition and Romania has kept its original skills, and so now it is the Romanian reed workers who come to cover the Dutch traditional roofs, which is another nice example of cooperation But it also shows us that we are very similar in a lot of things, and that we have to work together to keep those things. I am really a big fan of Europe, and I really do think that Europe in all its diversity is really very important. And because both Romania and the Netherlands are such how should I put it, two unique countries with lots of things to contribute to this Europe that we share and that we love, I think that is also what really unites our two countries.